Hey guys, I have for you today 6 reasons why you should not participate in the upcoming Energy Marketing Conference taking place October 27th and 28th at the Gaylord Resort and Convention Center in National Harbor, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. this coming fall. Reason number 1, not to participate. You don't want to meet new people in the industry. Why expand your professional circle? Those 450 plus or so energy executives, brokers, industry leaders gathering at the convention center will just clutter up your LinkedIn connections anyway. So that's number 1. Number 2, you're not interested in what your competitors are doing. You're happy with what you're doing. You don't want to look outside of what you're doing. Competitive intelligence is really overrated. Who needs to know what strategies people are working, what they're working with, what they're doing. Better to just stay in your office and figure it out on your own. Third reason not to participate in EMC is you're vehemently against learning new technologies. So innovation is disruptive and it disrupts you. It's not, you're getting out of the status quo. Why learn about cutting edge solutions that could streamline potentially your operations, reduce your costs, or give you a competitive advantage? Your current systems are fine. Just leave it alone. Don't make any changes. Number 4 is you really are not interested and you don't want to hear from any industry leaders or thought leaders. So a guy like PJ Popovic, who's the CEO of Rhythm, or Scott Hart, who's one of the chief executives of NRG. What could they possibly add to your knowledge base? And 70 other energy executives speaking across panels and sessions over 2 days. Just not interesting for you. What they're going to say is probably obvious information about the CCAs and how to make money there, about the geopolitical impacts on the energy transition, obvious insights about energy, about the innovation in the energy industry, maybe some obvious stuff about what's happening with the Gen Z and millennials in competitive energy. Who needs to hear about the CEO roundtable talking about reimagining the industry, bridging the gap with utilities and working closer with them and understanding what their needs are? Not important. And finally, surviving and thriving in PJM, also not an important thing. The fact that auction prices or capacity prices last year went up 9-fold, and we have some people from PJM there and it's an opportunity to talk to them. It's not really that important. That's reason number 4. Reason number 5 is networking is completely overrated and a complete waste of time. Who needs to talk to, potential brokers, marketers, wholesalers, traders, heads of public utility commissions? The Maryland, the head is coming, for example, renewable energy firms, data companies. It's just overrated and exhausting, and it's just not worth the time. And number 6 is probably the best reason. Washington, D.C. is a pretty boring place. There's nothing going on there. Nation's capital, big hoo-hoo. Really, there's just monuments and maybe some nice restaurants, or historic sites, and maybe the political epicenter of the whole country and the energy policy, where energy policy gets made, but it's really not important. So I give you 6 really good reasons to skip it. And if you don't make it, I won't see you there. Have a great night.